It's okay to feel uncertain when life starts getting easier. They say the storm always passes, but nobody prepares you for the silence that follows. What happens when life finally stops being chaotic? What do you do when the fight is over, but your nervous system is still swinging? This episode is about that weird emotional space where life is getting better, but you don't know how to feel about it. If you've ever waited years for peace, only to question whether you deserve it once it arrives, this is your moment of clarity. Hey family, this is the Get Up, Show Up, Never Give Up podcast. I'm so glad that you're here. Today, we're not talking about struggle. We're talking about the uneasy calm after the storm. Because here's the truth. A lot of people know how to survive, but they don't know how to feel safe. They don't know how to exist in peace without creating drama or chasing chaos or doubting their own healing. So if things in your life are finally starting to feel lighter, but your heart still feels heavy, stick with me. You're not broken. You're just adjusting to a version of life you haven't met yet. The psychology of peace after a prolonged struggle. Let's start with the science, because what you're feeling isn't just emotional, it's neurological. Research deep dive. Insight number 1, the brain's familiarity bias. Source Dr. Bruce Perry, The Boy Who Was Raised as a Dog, 2017. The human brain is drawn toward patterns it understands, even if those patterns are painful. Why it matters. When chaos becomes your normal, peace feels like danger. Your nervous system doesn't register calm as safety. It registers it as unknown. Here's an implementation. Pattern reversal practice. Create micro moments of peace and intentionally sit with them. Start with 60 seconds. Sit in silence. Let yourself feel the calm. Say out loud, "This is safe. This is new. This is mine." Do this twice a day. You are reprogramming what safe feels like. Research insight number 2, transition fatigue. Source, Harvard Business Review, 2020. Even positive transitions can induce psychological exhaustion. Humans resist change not because of negativity, but because of neurological adjustment. Translation: healing and success can feel draining at first. You're not lazy. You're rebuilding energy reserves. Implementation, the recovery rhythm reset. Block out 30 minutes a day with zero productivity. Don't fill it. Don't hustle through it. Let it exist. Guilt-free. This retrains your mind to see rest as a requirement, not a weakness. Emotional triggers in calm seasons. So now you understand the science, but what about emotional confusion? What do some of us self-sabotage the moment things get good? Research insight number 3, trauma-linked self-doubt. Source Dr. Bessel Kolk, The Body Keeps the Score. The traumatized brain often equates calm with danger. Hypervigilance becomes the baseline. What that means: peace can trigger fear. Stillness can feel unsafe. You wait for the rug to get pulled because it was in the past. Implementation strategy. Safe visualization protocol every morning. Sit with your hand over your heart. Visualize something peaceful, a memory, a place, a smile. Say, "I am allowed to feel safe. Nothing is wrong with ease." You are training your nervous system to interpret calm as safety. Research insight number 4, emotional memory override. Source, Stanford University, 2018. The brain retains emotional experiences longer than factual ones. This is why old pain echoes in new peace. In other words, you're not living in the past, but your emotions still think you are. Implementation strategy: past versus present. Reminder technique: post this where you'll see it daily. That was then, this is now. Repeat it out loud when anxiety hits. Ground yourself in your current reality, not the memory that trained you to fear joy. Building confidence in calm. It's time to shift, not just out of survival, but into peace and eventually power. Research insight number 5. Confidence through self-consistency. Source, Dr. Albert Bandura, Self-Efficiency Theory. People gain belief in themselves by watching themselves follow through. Implementation: the calm confidence habit loop. Each day, complete one small ritual. Water your plants, make your bed, take a 10-minute walk. Then say to yourself, that was for me. That was calm. That was proof. Confidence doesn't come from chaos. It grows in tiny, quiet moments you choose not to abandon yourself. Research insight number 6. Success intolerance syndrome. Source, University of Michigan Behavioral Study 2021. 40% of high-functioning individuals struggle with guilt once life improves. They unconsciously sabotage joy to feel productive again. Implementation strategy. Joy scheduling strategy. Plan joy like a meeting, literally. Put it in your calendar. Laugh with my friend at 4 p.m. Watch a comfort movie at 7 p.m. Sit outside with tea at 9 a.m. You're giving joy a home on your schedule, so your brain stops interpreting it as a threat. Framework: relearning peace, the 5-step framework. Relearn, rewire, reclaim. Step 1, acknowledge the discomfort of calm. Say it. This feels unfamiliar, not wrong. Step 2, replace sabotage with curiosity. Instead of why do I feel off, ask, what does this feeling want me to notice? Step 3, create 3 anchors of peace. Examples: a playlist that grounds you, a photo of where you're going next, a mantra, I am safe in stillness. Step 4, audit your inner circle. Ask yourself, who reinforces my peace and who pulls me back into chaos? Step 5, affirm the new identity. Daily affirmation. I do not chase peace, I create it, and I am allowed to keep it. Here's your homework, family. Do this today. Write a list titled, What Feels Unfamiliar About Peace? Underneath, write, how can I normalize this feeling? Commit to one joy-based ritual daily for the next 7 days. You can direct message me your ritual at Get Up, Show Up, Never Give Up. I'll repost a few. Let's normalize peace together. You've done the hard part. You fought through the pain. You rebuilt from the bottom. You showed up when nobody clapped for you. And now it's your time to live. Don't rush past this season. Don't doubt the joy just because you didn't grow up with it. You are not broken. You are adjusting. Peace is not weakness. It's your new strength. Subscribe to the podcast on Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. Download the Mindset Shift ebook. Shop the apparel that reminds you to keep going. Visit getupshowupnevergiveup.store. Post your calm ritual on all social media platforms. Tag Get Up, Show Up, Never Give Up. Let's build a new narrative around peace, because healing doesn't mean you forget the war. It means you don't live in it anymore.